glitches. There are a lot of them, and it's pretty rare when one of them does something different with the actual shooting part. This is SUPERHOT.
SUPERHOT was born from an FPS game jam and inspired by a flash game about a cat. This is a very different kind of shooter. The basic premise is when you move, time moves. Stop moving and time slows down too. This mechanic gives you the ability to survive combat situations where the odds are more than against you.
It seems simple at first. Take out all the red enemies without getting hit. Initially, you start dodging bullets Matrix style, but as the game progresses, it becomes less about that and more about the joy of being as efficient and fluid as possible.
Yeah, and trial and error is a big part of it, but, in a good way.
And the game really shines when you start getting overwhelmed in those really complicated rooms. I love it when a plan comes together, Hex.
But it's all about showing off in a James Bond kind of way. And the game encourages you to upload your run-throughs to their site too.
I found that as you progress through the level, trying again, you would start to get really confident at those early few moves, and then you just start to feel really cool as you just nail that first section without stopping much at all.
You start to feel a bit like a machine learning and testing a puzzle.
Yeah, you're a learning computer.
Yeah, and this time stop mechanic is really interesting for a whole bunch of reasons. For starters, we've never seen it used in a shooter before. Also, you're almost always horribly outnumbered and outgunned, but being able to stop and assess every moment of a fight allows you to come up with all sorts of unique strategies that you wouldn't have in a normal video game shootout. For example, pistols take a while to reload, but if you miss your shot or ran out of ammo, then it might be better for you to just throw your gun at them, stunning them, and then maybe try and take their weapon in midair. Or simply grab a nearby object to hurl at them. Or maybe factor in a quick melee attack. There's lots of options, and it's really fun working them out on the fly.
Yeah, also the more goons there are, the more mistakes you will make, and that really encourages you to make use of the environment to your advantage. It can make for some tense moments.
Yeah, the stress ramps up really quickly when you get cornered and have no weapon.
It really does, and you get flanked all the time. I like the setups too, there's some real thought behind them. It also feels like you're thrown into a situation that's already in motion, but no one expected you to be there, and you're causing a problem. My only real criticism with this game, besides getting a whole bunch of motion sickness, which is happening to me more and more as I get older, is that it is just so short. It's about 2.5 hours tops, and I just needed more, Hex.
Well, when a game leaves you wanting more, I mean, that's a good thing, Bajo.
Yeah, it is a good thing, but I just think to truly recommend this, it needed about twice as many levels, especially as it never really gets very hard.
Well, I mean, there are endless modes once you've beaten the game, but it's the unique challenge modes you unlock that really make this experience, such as one that only lets you use katanas. In fact, I think those modes more than make up the value for the short length.
Well, I did really like the style of the game. All the hacking and the game is taking over you concept stuff worked really well. We won't talk about it anymore because it is fun to figure out for yourself.
Yeah, they do a great job with it though, and it doesn't get in the way of the action. I especially liked how these glitches happen within the game world and the whole style of the game with that big text.
Me too, and there's a few moments where this game really messes with you. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars.
I just thought this concept and setting was so interesting, Bajo. I'm giving it 4 stars.
SUPERHOT.